It happened.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, do you not look at the landscape of comedy? Do you think that like the comedy landscape is like cluttered with like non-white people or something? Like, what the
start to hear people say, you know, there's too many white guys.
Yeah, dude, totally. When I think of like a comedian, the image that comes to my mind is literally a white dude. Like, what are we talking about? It's just like the most overrepresented group in an entire field.
Also, like for stand-up comedy, like I obviously support, like industry side support is important, but like you do like kind of have to get your own fans one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know, like
oh, absolutely.
It does kind of depend a lot on what you are capable of individually.
Like he was popping.
Yeah, like audiences aren't going like, I can't be a fan of another white comedian.
Bro, Netflix gave a deal to the dude with the big lips. What's his name? The white boy who's like, I want to beat my wife or whatever. What was it? The Zoomer?
Who?
The Zoomer kid? No, not Pete Davidson.
Matt Rife.
Matt Rife.
Yeah. The kid who's like, damn, Unc.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do you sound like that?
I
kid?
described it in the worst way possible.
Zoomer with the big lips who beats his wife. I don't think he doesn't. He did a joke about domestic violence that was very poorly received, but
I mean, come on, bro.
He's a Zoomer with the big lips. That's
Look
true.
at him. Look at them lips. He did the handsome Squidward.
And then it became quite popular to just start to say, there's too many of you guys. So what do? We got to get rid of them. You know, the first time it happened to me.
They're
killing white men, dude.
They're killing all the whites in comedy. Joe, find the mass graves of white comedians.
The funniest thing you could do to these guys, like Joe Rogan owns a comedy club in Austin. Yeah, go perform there, you know, see how much of a crowd you're drawing.
I was invited to do a podcast. So a woman, she was a lesbian. She wanted me to come on and tell the story of being raised by gay men. She goes, I think this will be good to bridge our two fan bases so people can hear it from a straight guy's point of view of what it's like to kind of grow up in around, you know, I grew up in gay bars and piano bars and drag shows, and I'm kind of the long-term study for what it does to you. It f***s you up.
Wait,
you know,
oh my God.
Wait, no. He's like, yeah, I'm gay, Joe. When I see your, when I sit across from you, I swear to God, I'm thinking about sucking your cock right now. Okay.
This is so pathetic. Like he's throwing his parents under the bus.
Yeah.
For like ultimately not that much money. He's over his entire family for like, I don't know, how much do you even make being in a Daily Wire movie? $10,000, $5,000?
Probably the bag. He got the bag, dude. They threw him the bag.
I started to think maybe I'm gay.
Daily Wire, who literally promotes that they only do non-union sets.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they threw him the bag.
Hey, maybe I'm, you know, I tried in college.
He has
Actually,
not bought new
I was going home to
clothes
visit
in
my family. I
2004.
tried
His
singing
2004 ass outfit.
Yeah.
He sold his family out for nothing.
But look at the hat. He bought that hat. That's new
that's
for
cold.
sure.
guy just because I felt like I needed to fit in.
No way. He tried kissing a guy, dude. What the?
What?
He said he tried kissing a guy because he wanted to
How
fit
do you
in.
like face your parents after this? How did? You had a big break. You went on Joe Rogan. How did it go?
He's
I
like,
kind of said that you guys made me think I was gay and ruined my life.
no way. He posted, forget all your panties in a bunch. I was raised by a gay dad in gay bars, and yes, all the men tried to bang me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a victim.
This guy's act must be terrific.
Yeah, he's
Must be a
seems
great
like
act.
Yeah, he's like, listen, Joe, you know that tweet that was going around about Gay City and how they'd beat your ass if you don't twerk? It's real. I was in Gay City, Joe.
I love how he said,
My own daddy beat my ass for not twerking.
my dad lives in the embassy of Gay City like Julian Assange. I love how he said, I tried to kiss a guy to fit in.
Like,
Ooh,
yeah.
what? What are you
With his
talking
dads.
about?
With his dads.
his
You don't
dad?
understand.
It really.
How'd that go?
Oh, he was like, get the away from me. I remember I was in the car and just going like, maybe I'm gay. My dad's gay. I got a gay brother. One of my dad's brothers is gay. I think my grandfather. It's, you know, it's genetic.
Yeah,
It's
for
genetic.
sure.
And I just, Lena
for
goes,
sure. That's what Joe said. For sure. Wait, genetic is 2 gay dads, so like they didn't. Wait, what? Wait. How did this happen? Like, not also me. Like biologically, what happened?
Both of my dads were gay, so when they got pregnant with each other with me, he's like the liquid snake of being gay. I got all the recessive genes that make me gay. Do you have any idea what it's like growing up knowing you're gay? I was 13 the first time I tried to kiss a man in a car.
Like, Joe,
fit in.
Joe, you don't understand. It's impreg. My daddy got impreg.
let's get the
So
away
why
from me.
do
I
you
just
continue
wanted
to follow your orders and taking your son to a gay bar? Because you enjoy all the that's why.
He got the recessive gene, so he couldn't come out gay. That's why he's like sad. He's like, oh, why couldn't I be gay just like my daddy's? Then I can fit in at Gay City.
I will complete my father's legacy, and I will use the Metal Gear to become gay.
I wanted to be the gay,
Yeah.
It's so
Peer pressure.
peer pressure. This girl invited me on to talk about it.
Okay, if you're not currently sucking a cock, my man, that means that it didn't work. Undermining the entire argument.
Right.
Like, dude, if peer pressure works in that direction, then you'd be gay. Like,
Right.
you'd be sucking a dick right now.
You'd be like I can't even like get into the specifics of what he did in that car. That story is very weird. I feel like he glossed over it. He did like a match slap move to somebody at some point.
And the cop's like, ew, stop.
But like, if the peer pressure really worked, he'd be like, "This is awesome. I love this."
Yeah.
He'd be fighting it. But I just,
Yeah, he got turned down. He got turned down by one gay dude and became homophobic. Exactly.
I just like his reasoning for stuff is so bad too, because he's like, my grandfather is gay. My dad's gay, my brother's gay.
I love Joe Rogan being like, yeah, it is genetic. You're right.
Genetic.
Like, your dad's gay, you're gay too. That's how it works. For the record, my dad came out as gay when I was 7. I supported him. He's doing crazy numbers, by the way.
This is, dude, selling out your family for 46
likes on Twitter.
Dude.
I support him and still do, but it's unreasonable to expect people to keep up with so many unwritten rules and changes. The gay flag has had more updates in the last 10 years than the iPhone's iOS.
Oh my God, I can't
Banger.
believe anti-white racism is keeping this genius out of comedy.
I know. He's got so many more bangers in the chamber, I promise.
She texts me and she goes, I think this was after the George Floyd thing, maybe. And she goes, I can't have a straight white guy on anymore.
That's how you know this
And
happened. I think it was after the George Floyd thing, maybe. Was it or wasn't it? Like, this is apparently like a foundational thing that has set you on this course, that has put you in front of Joe Rogan. This is your one issue. This is your main issue, is like that white men can't make it in comedy. You would at least like remember when it was. You would remember when it was.
Also, the big wrongdoing here is that he got disinvited from his like black lesbian friends podcast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I remember just going like, what the you can't have me on just because my
happened?
skin color?
What changed?
This did not
It's
happen.
during the
I'm
BLM
sorry.
stuff. That stuff really ramped up. It became kind of, I think, celebratory to go, white people, white women, white,
Right.
I think it became normalized. A little way too.
Very dangerous.
I hate
Words are
normalization.
violent. Doing words are violence for being a white guy is so awesome.
No one in America is against identity politics.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for their turn.
Yeah, it's awesome.
God damn, dude.
Well, any amount is too much, but it became celebrated in a way. And so that happened, and then it happened in another podcast. And then I had an acting agent who, whenever I would do stand-up, I used to host Mark Norman's show, Hot Soup. And all the agents would come, and every couple months, someone would go, "Why aren't you on SNL? We got to get you in Hollywood." Why aren't you? And I'd go, "Well, sure."
That happened. That
Even if it did happen, that's like classic agent talk. What do you mean? They don't mean, it's no different than your fucking grandmother being like, "You're a handsome boy." Okay, this is equivalent to going on Joe Rogan and be like, "My grandmother said I'm a handsome boy," and then my one not gay grandma. Okay, and then no women want to fuck me, Joe. It's because everybody hates white men. Women only want to fuck non-binaries.
I went on Pod Save America in 2017, right?
Oh yeah,
And it was
I remember.
that episode where they like edited out like basically everything